Hi, welcome to Crafting with Sparkle. I'm Sparkle Mayberry, your host today. Today we're going to do a painting project. A few things you're going to need is a palette with the colors of choice. You'll need white for the snowman, brown for the arms, a color hat of your choice, and orange for the nose if you want a carrot nose. You'll need a paintbrush or a couple of paintbrushes if you don't want to change in between. You don't have water to dip them in. Get a couple of paintbrushes you can use for different colors, and a rag that you can use to wipe your paintbrushes off and your hand when you get messy. I chose the color purple today to start my project. The last one I made was the snowman was on blue. I really like the way the snow comes out on the blue. I wanted to try purple this time. So I have here the white paint. In order to make my hand-painted snowman, I'm going to paint my hand completely white, including the thumb. It makes a nice rounder look if you use your thumb to make the base of the snowman. Oh, I have sensitive, dry skin from being at the North Pole too often. It's cold in the winter time. My skin sometimes absorbs the color of the paint when I paint my hands. So I put on a nice coat of lotion before I started painting to keep my hand from getting too dry and changing colors. The white's not so bad, but if we do a reindeer in brown, my hand would be all sorts of funky colors. So I get a nice even coat along my hand there, just the palm with the thumb. See the thumb there as a rounding. Take that toward the bottom of your page, straight up and down. You're going to get your angle, and then just use your other hand to press your snowman onto the page. You'll have the bottom of your snowman. Mine came out pretty good. I have a gap where my thumb was, so I'm going to actually take my thumb, and there's more paint on the heel of my hand. Just plop that right in there, and I'm going to use that in the middle too to fix up the extras. So it still kind of looks like my palm print. Great for gifting to friends and family who like to see the size of your little hands. So the next phase will be the belly of the snowman. You're going to use your hand here. I have the thumb part. On the opposite side now is going to get painted white. So this is pretty messy. I keep a rag close by so I can wipe off my hand as needed. But for now, I'm just going to make a mess. Because part of my love of painting is making a mess. When you craft in the toy shop and you're making toys and games, you don't get as much luxury to make a mess. So you want to take advantage of it when you can. When you're crafting and you're making dresses and you're sparkling things, you can have craft items all over the place. Now that I am painted, I am ready for my next level. I'm going to take my hand sideways, a little uncomfortable, but the elbow up and your extra hand for help. You can press that right against the paper. You need the other hand to push the thumb down to make that circle. I think it's pretty close to even. I press, and my thumb gave it a little point, so I'm kind of going to round out the section here with the top part of my thumb now. Just give it another extra press, and then a 4-finger print in the middle so it's not completely empty. Bam. Middle section of the snowman. Now the last part of the snowman is the head. You're going to use the other side of your hand. Still have a little bit of paint left, and man, am I getting messy. But it's totally worth it. Here's the pinky on your hand. You're going to paint it. Try to make it circular. And this one's going to need a little extra help from your other hand. Once you get your pinky painted in the side of your hand, you're going to take your opposite hand when you press down to the paper, and you're going to push down from your ring finger down. Push your ring finger into your pinky. Will give you a bit of a rounded look. Mine was not quite even, so I'm just going to shape it out a little bit. Came out pretty good. Small little head there. Now he needs a few things. I'm going to use my rag over here to minimize the amount of paint on my hand. Green on it from my Christmas tree before. Christmas trees and snowmen. Perfect for the holidays. This snowman here is looking a little empty. He needs a few things. What do you think he needs? Eyes? Nose? Mouth? Buttons. I want to start with the buttons. Use brown for my buttons here. Give him about 5 buttons. Start from the chest. Just going to drop my paintbrush in. Give him some funny looking buttons this time. And give him 5 straight down to his belly there. Looks pretty good. His button belly. Then while I have the brown out, I'm going to make him some arms. You can paint them with your hand, or you can use your forefinger and make him have arms that look like your pointer finger. I'm actually going to use the brown real quick to paint the arms. I didn't mean to paint all the way up. Just kind of want the top 2 knuckles of my arm so his arms aren't super big. So the top 2 knuckles of your finger, I painted all the way up, but you only kind of need about that much. Can you see? And then paint that and press on the paper nicely. One is moister than the other. There's his arms. Only needs a few things left. Eyes. Well, I have the brown out. We'll do the brown. Eyes like they're coal. Little drip on each section there. And then the brown nose. No, I don't want a brown nose. We're going to do brown mouth. Make it happy there. We'll make an orange nose. Why orange? A carrot. We have lots of carrots floating around because the reindeers like to steal them for their snack time. So I'm going to borrow a carrot here and just kind of make one little pointed. Oh, that came out really pretty. That came out better than expected. You see the nice pointed orange nose there? And he's looking a little dry in the white department. So I'm going to give him a little touch-ups around the edges and just kind of touch up the outside of him so that he looks more rounded. Round up the middle section. Got a little brown in it. Oops, dirty snow. And then the head, will round out the head a little more. My white is seeping into the paper. There we go. So my head ended up a little more painted, but it's the same size as my hand. Kind of looks like he's got a little mohawk there. So I'm going to go all the way around, make it fancy. There we go. That's my painted snowman. He just needs a hat. I have red here, so I can make him a nice Christmas hat. Paint in the belly a little bit since it didn't absorb my white as much as I wanted it to. There we go. Red hat. Why red hat, you say? Christmas hat. So he's going to have a fancy little Santa hat. I'm going to paint it up a little bit and then down to give it a little point. So we can put the puff of the Santa hat on him. There we go. It's a little fancy hat. If you want to make your traditional top hat, just use your brush sideways and make a straight line across and then make a square up top and you'll get a nice little top hat. I did that for these guys. These guys had a nice square top hat, but I wanted something a little smaller this time. So I gave him the pointed one and he just needs a drop of white and he is all set. Little pom-pom at the end of his hat and he is all done. He came out pretty cute. I like him with the red hat. You can always add some extras to your page. You can use the brush to put snow on the ground. If you want to add snowflakes like I did on the last one, my pinky is dry. You can take a little bit of white and just use your pinky to add a couple snowflakes along the page. I am running out of white, so we're only going to put a couple of snowflakes. White snow flurry for him. If you have a little more white, you can make a huge snow flurry like the blizzard these guys had on theirs. Whichever way you decide to make your snowman, have fun with it, enjoy it. And I hope you gift it to somebody and make somebody smile this holiday season. Thank you for crafting with me. I'm Sparkle Mayberry. I had a great time painting today. I look forward to seeing you soon. Create an amazing day.